Wow. Uh, okay, let me do this. I'm gonna do this without the flash on, but if I turn the flash on, I might have a better vanity. Now, I didn't intend to start choking and seizing up my, having a little choke, but it's nice and calm here. It's early morning. Good morning. Not having a bad time listening to the radio with it. Been up since I got up about 3 a.m. this morning, a little earlier than that. Well, a little later than that. We actually got up and started seeing the clock move around about 3 o'clock this morning. I just wanted to say a couple good morning sentiments. It's a better morning than it was a night last night, but I slept pretty good up until a point. Just starting to think about eating. I've got medical marijuana today and gentle, enough. But the point is, I wake up sweating and getting nauseous and everything else lately. So I'm stressed out. I wake up very cognitive and aware of my something. And I want to say this, to be honest with myself, I have to admit, good morning. It's a nice day and coffee's nice and the pot is very fruitful right now. And the medical marijuana is very enjoyable. I've got a beautiful stick of incense burning in the apartment right now from last night. I had a beautiful smell in the apartment, and I'm just calm enough to look at my. I don't mean to put the camera on my face doing this. I know I do it on purpose for vanity's sake to put the camera on at all. I could be doing a morning space on Twitter, which is just like a radio show, a microphone, no camera. I should be thinking more like that, but I'm telling myself to try to stay a little more distant and sensitive to the nature of the cooperation with my physicality while I wake up. I'm sort of challenged, lately. I don't know how to react to myself from the wear and tear of the ongoing adventure of getting a day older. Sometimes it feels like lately without food and stuff the right way. So the money, hasn't worked for me yet. So I'm walking around. It's gotten a little bit of a bad rut. I'm starting to, I'd rather feel my stomach growl and drink some coffee right now and fight it a little bit more. Wait just 5 more minutes. That kind of feeling. Say what I have to say, do what I have to do. All right, I'm the best I can come up with is to admit that I'm trying to make a difference a day at a time. It's not the same for me, but I have been going through a ridiculous self kind of a conflict. I don't know what the heck to express to people. I don't know how it's going to come out when I get there. I don't know what I'm doing when I show up with my ability to actually hold myself together. And it's been a bumpy last few months, but I'm going to be working it off if I can come up with it to where I can safely recognize the situations. It's improvable. It's improvable. And that was it, really. That's all I gotta do. Say that, burp, drink my coffee, go back to bed. What I gotta say. Have a good day, everybody. I appreciate everybody allowing the opportunity to take another chance, another day older. It might be a little bit slower, but you could be a little bit bolder. And it's okay to be older. That's what I'm going to say. If there's a boulder on my shoulder, it's called getting older. This the video I made last night. Um, as I got back to my apartment after I took off all day yesterday and didn't want to come back, and make any videos. I didn't get to keep. I made a live stream last night like this in the portrait, not landscape, on YouTube live stream. I think I made it around almost 5 o'clock, around that area of time. I was about to think I was gonna 3:30, 5 o'clock. I don't remember what time it was, but I remember I made a video last night and I couldn't save it. I didn't save it. So all the shit I said, I know I felt like I had a right to say it. I did my little speech. I got something off my chest or whatever I did. It was the right thing for me to come back and make a whole movie for. I guess I reported it that I went out yesterday instead of played my drums and had no desire to bother the neighborhood and think that it's time for me to move to, to better turf, and recognize who I am doing it and want to just calm down and have a better day. I went out and I bought some chocolate chips. I came back from a dollar store and a medical dispensary and had $5 worth of groceries on me. All right, let me get off the phone. It's a beautiful day. Food's better than talking and squawking, but you can't always get what you want. You get what you need, and sometimes, you know, sometimes when we touch the honesties so much, you know what I mean. It's like, oh, he's crazy. I touch myself when I think of you. Next, Geraldo. Okay. I'm watching a lot of good, funny shit. I'm telling myself it's not that funny. It's introspective. I'm kind of sedate and catatonic while I'm waking up with this medical marijuana, which wasn't my idea to get up this early. The phone, guys. It's nice to be here in the world. Google. The Shining. No, I know it's funny. There's a lot of things that scared me. I'm scared. It's scary. It gets scarier yet. It's not even funny to pretend levels of scary, but it's nonetheless you're scared there anyway. That level kind of quality where you're really in it. It's really chewing on you. Um, this Geraldo. I like it. It's all kind of comedy, but it's not. Now, what I wanted to say was the ghost story. We're in this piss pot of history. And you're it. Tell them, everybody, poke them right in the eyes. I'm having a lot of fun with internal experience and social community quality of interactive control over the situation, so long as I'm in my proper domain, sharing a lot with my radiation gamma and satellite services. Thank you. Gamma is important. We eat, we drink, we cook, we live. Fluid, pixelate. Okay. You want to know what the truth is? Is I ended up getting really stoned and calming down, not slow, but cerebral, where I recognize I lost a lot of fucking weight off my head. My head started to shift a little bit with my hammer marks over it and determined all the emotional quality of letting my heart stab itself to death over here until I cried. Thinking about my life as I understand it actually felt like, not not the interpretive demonstration of people, regardless of the fact that it's not happening anymore, but it felt like that again anyway, as I was sitting here bored, getting cued into my experience of being isolated and conditioned to recognize, reflect, or accept, redirect, quantify the interpretive expression of data, stimuli, and interpretive intelligence that I could stare at myself on the TV, make a funny face, sound funny you're doing it, acting, 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 or otherwise demonstrative purposes, not just for Trump media entertainment, American powers and privileges of the cartel express performance of GoogleNet.com, Austin C. Corporate or otherwise recognized copyright. I thought about becoming something a long time. I thought about it, and then I became a legend in his own mind. Did he say it? Snipers, assassins, ninjas, qualify yourselves, bonsai. Tree trimmers, rug sniffers, hair clippers. Be darned, you will not touch thine, thou or theirs. They, those, them, we are. Dr. Terra has returned to the microphone. Now what will you do once you see what the Terra will look like to you on the cell phone camera YouTube movies? I just got done watching a good section of The Lighthouse with the William Defoe and the other kid from the Twilight movie, the other guy, I forgot your name, whatever the guy's name is. But that's a great dream. And the dream in the movie, the black and white movie, The Lighthouse, I got this dream in this interpretive portrait camera, long lens effect with my long head. I got this dream that the whole scenery is the lighthouse with the topographical sky, the building tower, top of the roof. It goes all the way down to the shitty floor, the roof of the floor, to the ocean coast, to the water, to the sledge, to the... There's an anatomy and a philosophical approach to poetic prose. And to tell the truth, I'm having a good time feeling nice and moist and strong. And the feeling of the fact is, temptation is a bounce. You're not going anywhere but home anyway. Whatever you want, you're never here the right way in corruption. So you're going to have to take some serious nature to the effect that we're all swilled in the soup and talking to each other, live or not, pretending historically that we were living and remembered anybody that was here while we were here living with them. And with that notion that you're in a ghost story and historical account and you're recognizing it, I just have to be the performance artist, nothing. I have to be the presenter. I'm a man in historical artifact that I'm going to be carbon matter soon, and I appreciate the fact that I have something to inform you, to educate you, to celebrate you, to communicate to you, to grant you passage safely, that I was here too, and I got a safe passage already with this damn zoomy pot and this freaking gassy. I got some gas, and it ain't making me do nothing but laugh, and I'm gonna be honest. You want me. You want me in this world. God wanted me in this world, I'll tell you that. Go back to God. Start taking it seriously. Everything you do, everything you eat is going to make your asshole bleed when you get my age and find out what the hell's causing that shit is treating you to the rest of your life. Enjoy your meal. And then the other thing is enjoy it. It's not going to change just because you decided to be a sad guy and imperfect. What you have to recognize is that you're not going to be infallible. Ever. You're never going to be perfect. If you look at yourself and you think you're above the board and because you figured out that you could wipe your asshole in time and then flush it, you finally got that at stage of your fantasy. This is a low fucking lifestyle. Everything. Preserve what keeps people well and healthy and strong, even if it's moral fiber and timber. Moral fiber and timber. I have your heart, I have your soul. Moral fiber and timber. Moral fiber and timber is what the heritage and the culture and the form and the ringing and the choirs of the holy archangels and all in the challenge of the recognition of Zion. and above us. I'm not dying with this fact that we're just morticians burying the fact that we were never going to be here and we weren't supposed to know you because some asshole decided 25 centuries ago to fuck me on my goddamn fucking tribal banner and try to bring that into the goddamn mix. I don't know why we're talking about incest. I don't know why YouTube shares everything to me with pedophilia and everything that I talk about in my goddamn lifestyle. But I do have to fucking recognize we're walking in the same talk. I'm just reacting to it finally the way that I handled it from the time I was a boy. Jesus Christ is my Savior. He's my guide. He's my shining star. Jesus Christ is my Messiah, the Nazarene. I love him. I love him. And I remember St. Peter, the only reason why he's there is because he was sorry enough to say, I was sorry. He meant it. That's all it is. You can't fucking mean what you say and you can't move on with the rest of your deflection. Well, somebody's going to have to share the light that you were just fighting love. And I'm not going to argue with nobody anymore about mine. I made peace with the world as I can understand my prayer. I'm definitely living in a hallucination of my own. Nobody can understand me. I'm in a dream and I'm dealing with people who aren't living anymore in my heart. Let alone those that everybody I see I'm saying goodbye to while I'm crying. Have a nice day. I'll talk more. It's nice to be here. Coffee's good. Don't forget your medical marijuana.